In 2025's midterm elections, millions of Filipinos rose up against the rule of political dynasties. But the old families fought back with cash, connections, and violence. What should have been a democratic milestone became a reminder of how deeply power runs in bloodlines across the nation. On May 12th, polling stations overflowed with voters. Turnout reached 80%, as Filipinos chose leaders for more than 18,000 positions. But beneath the flags and cheers, the same names reappeared on the ballots. The 1987 Constitution forbids political dynasties. Yet after nearly 4 decades, Congress, dominated by those very families, still hasn't passed an enabling law. The result is staggering. Around 80% of lawmakers and over half of local officials belong to dynastic clans. What began as public service has mutated into generational ownership of power. Why do these families still dominate? The answer lies in a mix of money, name recall, and manipulation. The Singsons of Ilocos Sur fielded 17 relatives and captured nearly every local seat. The Marcoses in Ilocos Norte secured 6 posts, keeping their grip from the presidency down to local offices. The Dutertes, despite scandals and the detention of their patriarch Rodrigo, retained 6 Davao positions, while allies like Bongo and Bato de la Rosa cruised into the Senate. Across the country, at least 18 obese dynasties, those with 5 or more members in office, cemented control from Luzon to Mindanao. By election's end, 71 of 82 provinces remained under dynastic leadership. Yet resistance is growing. In some areas, voters broke the chain. Cynthia Villar lost her Las Piñas seat, Gwen Garcia was ousted in Cebu, and the Jalosyo stronghold in Zamboanga del Norte crumbled. Big names like Manny Pacquiao and Willie Revilam couldn't capitalize on fame to win votes. Instead, young reformists like 24-year-old Celestial from Davao declared war on family rule, calling traditional politics a reunion of last names that forgets real issues like education and healthcare. Studies from the Ateneo School of Government show regions dominated by dynasties consistently lag in development, their lack of oversight fostering corruption and poverty. But these clans don't just rely on legacy. They weaponize 2 tools: money and fear. Vote buying ran rampant across the archipelago. In Bohol, Davao Oriental, La Union, Palawan, Quezon, Siquijor, and the Zamboanga region, candidates reportedly distributed cash, groceries, or aid in exchange for loyalty. The Commission on Elections logged more than 400 formal complaints of vote buying and misuse of state resources. Many races were uncontested because potential challengers knew they couldn't compete with dynasty-funded machines. Surveys showed most Filipinos denied seeing vote buying firsthand, but social media was flooded with videos and posts exposing it. Then came the violence. Political killings surged by nearly 50% during the campaign period. 30 candidates and local officials were murdered in the 3 months leading to Election Day, with 10 more killed during the vote itself. The Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, BARM-AM, saw 38% of all incidents, with Rido clan feuds fueling gunfights. In Negros Occidental, a shootout in Silay City left 2 dead and 5 injured. In Abra, Davao del Norte, and Zamboanga del Sur, assassinations silenced rivals before ballots were even cast. Watchdog groups like NAMFREL and the International Observer Mission condemned the violence, calling it proof of a political culture where power is protected not by votes, but by bullets. International monitors, including the EU, deemed the 2025 elections seriously flawed, citing vote buying, intimidation, and system glitches that barred thousands from voting. The International Republican Institute warned of foreign meddling, deepening distrust. Yet reformers found hope as groups like Lenti pushed for an anti-dynasty law, and young Filipinos rallied online with cries of "Stop voting for family candidates." The elections exposed both the grip of political dynasties and a generation's awakening. Change feels possible. The 2028 elections may decide whether inherited power finally breaks. Fired up to end the reign? Like this video if you're ready for change, subscribe for more political truth-telling, and share it with someone planning their 2028 vote. Comment: what's deadlier to democracy, cash or guns? Tag your representative and demand the anti-dynasty law now. Your vote can break the cycle. Will you use it?